if you clicked on this video, you consumed enough, and it's time to create. And maybe you fell into a YouTube hole like I have many a times, but I think that when we get overly sucked in by watching video after video, we just get into this glazed over state where we're not really absorbing anything. And if you're there, go ahead and click off this video, because it is not right to do that to yourself, overstimulate yourself, and give yourself more information than you can take. Hi, I'm Daniel Sage. I love to share a story with you about when I overconsumed and I put myself in danger. I was driving home late at night after a gig. I used to be a roadie for a DJ company, and I had been consuming music all night long, listening to music, and then it was 3 a.m. and I had Radiohead on, and I fell asleep at the wheel because I had consumed too much, and the only thing that saved my life was the rumble strip. And this is the real danger that we have as a people slipped into, over consuming, whether that's buying thing after thing on Amazon, or whether that's eating food constantly, snacking on stuff. We can't just keep consuming. There is a finite end, and you're doing irreparable damage to yourself. It's time to create. This is my typewriter, my favorite tool to create, and just having it out, it makes me inspired to create. See, there's little loopholes that you can put in to your day that knock you out of your usual mental patterns. And one of them is just having a creative instrument available, like a typewriter, a guitar, even just a pen and a piece of paper. And if you're writing, you are not consuming, you're creating. And that's how you flip this animal on its head, this beast that has taken over us, where all we do, I know myself, I do it too. I just get into a hole. I just want to watch stuff all day and go from video to video. And it's not good. It's not good. In the end, I don't really remember a lot of the valuable stuff that they shared. And I think we're just slipping into a state where we're not mentally sharp. And this dullness pervades everything. It's hard for me, I don't know, tell me if you relate. It's hard for me to remember stuff that people say anymore. Memory is getting more and more difficult, and I think it's because we're getting into these dazes where we're lost in YouTube holes, and because we're getting constantly bombarded by all this information, we can't possibly retain it all. Maybe just keep it short and concise. Keep your watch time low. And I think they said 30 minutes or less, you could really retain that information. And then take a break and come back if you want. But just break it up, because when you're constantly consuming, it's just not in your best interest. It's not in anyone's best interest, and we are all connected. We are all in this together. By you over-consuming, it affects everyone else. And you see it out in the grocery store. People are in a daze. They don't even know what to get. They're just kind of picking random stuff out. It's really, really atrocious that we have this divine gift as a human God gave us the gift of consciousness, and we can't even use it because we let technology override our sensibility. We let others influence us to the point where we're just pawns in a game, puppets on a string. And is that what you really want to be? It's not what I want to be. We got to wake up. It's time to wake up and realize that we got to create our way out of this. We got to start imagining and dreaming again in a divine way. In the name of the Holy Spirit, we have to wake other people up. We have to be the change we want to see in the world. If you want an engaged, inspired world, then you got to get off your addictions. It's just craving, and it's leading to brain rot and misery. The thing is, I love you, and I don't want to see you go through that. I don't want to go through that myself anymore. I'm tired of seeing myself die slowly, and I can feel it. It's time to snap out of it. Make some videos. Write a story. Because if you don't, no one can stop you from watching TV all day, watching YouTube all day. But we will miss you. We will notice. I know that when I have been watching YouTube all day and I try to go and engage in the real world, it's really hard. My brain just isn't working like I know it needs to be. It's not turned on. It's rough. And I want that old self back that feels real. You know how everything just doesn't feel real anymore? I think it's because we're so spaced out. We're not in our bodies. We're not feeling how it feels to be alive today. I'm a professional poet, and a lot of my poems are about that. Just what it's like to feel alive, be in your body, witness nature. And that's what people want. They just want that reminder. And I've been making a living now, just typing some poems on the street for 3 years, and it's been the best thing ever. Using a typewriter is so fun. If you want a poem yourself, I'll write you one and mail it to you. You can go down below my website and order one. Also, my book is also for sale. And it's been a beautiful life. Just going back to being analog. I love the sound of a typewriter. It's so alluring and beautiful. You know, we have everything we need. We don't need all this technology. You can strip down your life if you really want to. There's phones out there that only make calls. There's TVs that are not smart. There are ways to set digital well-being controls on your devices so it turns on to black and white at certain times. It reminds you that you don't want to be spending 10 to 12 hours on screens a day. Because you know what? We are in a fight for our lives against artificial intelligence. I hate to say it. Have you noticed that on Google lately you search something? It's just an AI overview now. AI is telling you the answers and is influencing all of humanity. Because you look up something, you don't know something, AI tells you the answer, and then you regurgitate that back to other people. When maybe more research should have been done. But people just want the easy solution. They just want the comfort. Just give me what I want and give it to me now. And it's not gonna work like that. We are digging ourselves a hole, and we can climb out of it. We are very powerful beings, but you gotta wake up, and you gotta be willing to be uncomfortable and be imperfect. I don't edit any of these videos because I want it to be human and imperfect. I want it to be relatable. Don't you want to be relatable? People to resonate with you? Then you gotta stop consuming. You're just trying to fill a hole in your life. So maybe just go look and see what the hole is all about. What is it that you're missing? Is it love? Maybe you could love yourself a little bit more today. Anyway, I love you. And I thank you for being here and listening to this. Do something in the video. Thank you so much. I love you.